And we're back. Just a reminder that we are in the middle of Curse of Strahd in Appalachia. And as always, please give us a like and a subscribe. And now let's get started on our story, which is not that button that I just missed. There we go. Okay. When we were last together, I am in the wrong set of notes. Okay, this is real time, folks.
Always edit later.
Do what now?
You could always edit later.
That's true, I could, but I won't because I'm lazy. And plus, I think it's important for people to see how difficult it is to do this online sometimes. Just saying. Okay, when we were last together, you all left the Sir Pool encampment of the Vistani. Yes, that is how you pronounce T-S-E-R, Sir, like tsetse fly, I learned. You made your way into the village of Barovia, and you were all very cautious about making your way into the town because it was very desolate and almost abandoned is the way it kind of looked, but you could just tell that the sense of life around you kept indoors. Gee, I wonder what that's like. And we're watching you through their windows. As you made your way towards the middle of a square, maybe not the square, you're not really sure, you found some buildings that offered some hope of information. One of them was clearly a mercantile exchange, and the other one was clearly a tavern. And with a brewer in your midst, you all decided that the tavern was the way to go to get information. And so you entered the Blood of the Vine, where you met a few suspicious Barovians that were busy trying to tell you how to behave in a bar. You also met a soulless bartender named Eric. And then finally, this is where you encountered your current protagonist, Ismark the Lesser, the Burgomeister's son. After some conversation and getting to know him, you produced the letter that you found at the gates as you first entered, that you found at the gates when you first entered into Barovia. And after reading the letter to him, he tells you that it is a forgery and a fake, and that is not his father's handwriting. And he proves this to you by actually producing the letter that was originally intended for the gate, but never got there because it was in his pocket the whole time. And he is much more optimistic than his father is, or was, as the case may be, as his father has since passed away. And as he unpacks this story, you all sort of agree to help each other, at least for the short term. And part of that help is he needs assistance getting the body out of the home and taken to a church for proper attention. That he can't get anybody who's in Barovia to assist because they're more afraid of Strahd than they are of him. So with that as a backdrop, he leads you to his home at the end of the street, an old, soon-to-be derelict-looking home that has clearly been stalked by beasts of some sort based on the foot traffic that you noticed around the building. However, as you arrive, you actually encountered Strahd himself, who had come to pay, air quotes here, who had come to pay his respects to the family of the recently deceased Burgomeister. Irina, Ismark's sister, did not offer an invitation inside the home to Strahd, although he was trying to make his way in through some sort of manipulation and would have perhaps succeeded had you all not arrived when you did, which kind of makes you wonder that pause you almost took at the mercantile exchange, if that would have made things turn out a little differently when you reached the house. Strahd leaves at Ismark's insistence that they're not ready to receive, and you get a sense that this is far from over. Upon entering the house, you meet Irina. You see the coffin. You all begin to prepare to help leave the place with the coffin. And Irina and Ismark take to preparing for their departure. They're getting traveling clothes. They're getting their final weapons. Shashana and Rain ask about materials that they could perhaps take from the house that would assist them with certain things. And so there's sort of a scavenger hunt while this is going on around the premises for the things that you might need to continue the journey ahead. All of that assembled, you all gather in the foyer of the home, and you pick up the coffin, and Irina processes you all out. And Ismark stays behind. After a few moments, you see Ismark emerge from the home as smoke begins to billow out the front door behind him. Ismark and Irina exchange these confirming glances as he says, "It's done. There's no coming back." And with that, you all picked up the coffin and began to make your way up the main road. And as I said at the conclusion of the last episode, you look back and you can begin to see, as the mist begins to consume the house, the glow in the distance of the fire beginning to consume. And so that's where we left you. You're on the streets of Barovia. You're making your way. You're following Irina and Ismark up towards the church in Barovia. What would you like to do?
Probably should head towards the cemetery.
I mean, aren't we already technically over near that direction because of the coffin? Where were we taking the coffin?
From the home of the Burgermeister, which is all the way south in the village, to the church, which is all the way northwest in the village.
Is the cemetery not next to the church?
Yeah, but you're still down on the lower part. You haven't crossed that square where you were at the Blood of the Vine yet. So
Well, I feel like we should not just carry a coffin randomly around town. I think we should still go up towards the church and to the cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to ask if there is a better way to, a preferred way to get to the church.
So you're asking Ismark?
Yeah.
The church is right up this road. You met me at the Blood of the Vine. We'll go back to where that square is, and then we'll head further up that road. And it's literally at the other end of this. We're the termination of the road at this end. The church is the termination of the road at the other end. This is the best way to go.
Is there anything that we should be aware of as we go, other than what we have obviously already seen?
Well, we may get some stares. I don't think we're going to get any offers of help.
I'm more concerned about not offers of help.
I think we're enough numbers that we'll be okay. And as he says that, you actually begin to notice that there is beginning to be some movement on the street. But the people that are coming out into the streets are not really that concerned about you and what you're doing. They more appear like they are in a rush to deal with the fire going on down at the end of the street. It's almost like there's like a volunteer fire brigade beginning to assemble. You see people coming out with buckets, anything that they think they can do to take on the fire, because that seems to be their priority. And so their
priorities are very mixed up.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
they don't want to burn the neighbor's house down, right?
So anyway, that you do see that going on.
And Loda would just like to confirm, which way am I going? And then when he says, what he said about the streets, she's just like kind of, all right, let's go. And she's trying to help with the coffin, but she's too short, really.
Right. Yeah, I recall that she is too short. Okay, so you guys make your way up the village, and I'll kind of put you here in the middle of the square. This is where you were before. Again, nobody from the village really seems to care that you're there.
Is that the church?
Yes.
That is the church.
Okay.
So you all make your to the church.
We're going to the chapel.
And
wanna get married. Oh.
Nice.
Dearly beloved.
Yes. My wage is what brings us.
There's one.
There goes. All right.
There's one.
I was more laughing
Always
as
one.
Shade laughing at herself, but still, that was funny.
I think I'm funny. I think I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I got nothing else going.
Oh, boy. So I'm assuming y'all don't see anything at the moment on that screen.
Nope.
That is correct.
You would
That's
be
cray
correct, sir.
cray.
The great darkness settles upon us.
Well, I don't understand. It was there earlier.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, yeah, but it should be. Give me just 1 second to
Yeah, man.
deal with this lovely dynamic lighting.
Let the man in the DM shirt do his deal.
Exactly.
I have a DM shirt. I can wear it.
All right.
That would
It'll
be
be-
inappropriate to want the DM.
Dueling DMs.
Doing
Okay.
DMs.
All right. Well, I see it. It's weird the way it's showing up here. So I'm just going to. Well, I don't know what to tell you other than I'll just have to revel in it. Just turn off the dynamic lighting for this building.
Damn it.
I know, right? Thought I had already solved this issue. Let me just take this off. Nope, doesn't do anything. All right. So be it. This is the part of Roll20 that we get excited about. Okay. There we go.
Dun, dun.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but I don't want you to.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'll just have to do.
We're all here.
Pay no attention to the. Yeah.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the mask. That's right. Anyway, okay, so
Yeah.
you were at the church.
Detroit.
The church. You have the coffin with you. This is just for reference to kind of give you a sense of what it might look like. So, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered some assaults of evil for centuries and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and a flickering light shines through the holes of the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. And you guys are at the front where there's some wooden doors that are covered with claw marks and have been scarred by fire.
Do they seem like the marks that we saw on the house of Ismark and Irina?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, excellent.
Do it.
Hold on a second. Oh, which gives me a bonus of 0. Let's see what happens. 12 is what we should be doing. 12 twice. Excellent.
12 twice. All right.
Yeah, so 12.
There you go. 12.
Yes.
I mean, they look pretty familiar. You know, they don't look drastically different than what you saw at the other place. So you're drawing a conclusion that makes sense.
Yeah. That works.
And Irina says to you all, Father Danovich should be around here. We do need to see him about properly interring Father.
Jack's gonna say, like, hey, did the church have a fire recently?
Oh, you really are new to Barovia. No, this is...
Yeah.
This has been this way for as long as I can remember. Although it's a bit more scarred than I recall.
But why?
And with that, Ismark would pipe up and say, well, I don't think you should really be that surprised. I mean, you've already been here long enough to see some things that shouldn't surprise you that this is going on. I mean, this is a place of the Morning Lord. This is a place where we would come for hope and solace, and those are two things that are just very rare commodities here in Barovia.
Jack's just confused that if you try to find solace in this place, you don't try to upkeep it a little bit.
Okay. So,
Carlotta wants to knock on the door.
okay.
He's not carrying the coffin.
Sure. So,
And she has her own Foley work, too, I hear.
well, so the doors, I mean, you get up there and you don't really need to knock to notice that they're not totally connected. Like they're not completely ajar, but they're not completely closed. I mean, you could kind of push in if you wanted to.
So, she knocks and then kind of sees the door kind of swing.
Mhm.
And she pokes her head in. Father Danovich? Father Danovich, you in here?
Were you really? I mean, you can, first of all, as you kind of peek in, you kind of see this 10-foot wide by 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel, and the hall is not lit and kind of reeks of mildew.
Gross.
And there are 4 doors, 2 on each side. And you can kind of see that in the distance, there is a man sort of kneeling at the altar, and he seems to be reciting a prayer of some sort. You're not close enough to hear exactly what he is saying, but as you're noticing this, you all hear a scream in a very inhuman voice that seems to be coming from beneath the floor.
That's great.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good thing to me at all.
So, Ismark, is this the church we're supposed to be bringing?
Yeah, this is
into?
my family has been interred in this cemetery for generations.
Do we need to go through the church, or do we need to bring?
Well,
him?
we need Father Danovich to do the rites, so we need somebody.
All right.
We need to get his attention and get him to come with us. We don't necessarily have to go in as a group. I can certainly go in and get his attention and get him to come out here and help us.
I'll go
Alright.
talk to him.
Um,
Shashana is gonna step toward the door
mhm.
to the chapel and kind of stop and touch her shield, and then walk up and Father Donovan, is it Donovan?
Danovich.
Danovich.
Father Danovich, is that you? Like she's walking towards the.
Oh, she's in the hallway going towards him?
Yeah.
Okay. So just I know we're not kind of in any kind of initiative order. So basically what you're telling me is that you have moved on all the way up here.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And when you say that, the prayers stop. And as you got closer to him, you could hear a little bit more legibly the type of prayer that he was saying. It was one about deliverance. It was one about forgiveness. It was one about needing a miracle, if you will. But it wasn't very like a strong prayer. It was very hoarse, very raspy, and very, very full of weariness, as if to suggest that it has been an ongoing litany of prayer. And with that, he with your summons, he stops his prayer and he turns and looks and he sees the visage of this paladin that has just called him as with a measure of familiarity. And he stands up and says, "Oh, forgive me. I'm was not preparing to receive anybody today. How may I help you?"
Or we are helping a family, and we have a body that needs to be interred. We would beg for your help. But I also am curious about the screaming.
I mean, you know.
Screaming? I haven't heard any screaming. You must have been imagining something. Let's help your family. I presume it's the children of the Burgermeister. I've been expecting a visit eventually.
There it is.
Well, let's if you'll go outside and tell them I'll be right there. I need to stop by my office and grab a few things, and I'll be out in just a moment.
Thank you, sir. Turn around and go back.
And as you go out again towards that front door, and you don't hear a scream, but you kind of hear this whimpering, as if the energy is gone for right now to do another impactful scream.
I can't move her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had grabbed characters that you guys had access to, and look at that. I can just quickly. I can.
Yay.
And I'm just, I mean, we're not really in that kind of a situation, but when we get into a situation like that, I will make sure that everybody's got that capability should they need it.
What?
Shashana is gonna, before she actually steps out, she wants to kind of look around and kind of do a perception and see if she sees where the sound may be coming from.
Sure. So give me a perception check.
20.
20.
20.
Dirty 20. That's the second dirty 20 you've had in 2 games.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of at the end of the hallway, you know, based on where you're standing right now, if you were facing out the door, you would be hearing it coming from the room on your left, which is this room.
Okay.
that room.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, wait, there we go.
There it is.
He's gonna step across the threshold
Mm-hmm.
and, my friends, the father will be with us soon. There's something odd going on in this room. Should we, and the father seems very disturbed. I wonder if we should check it or perhaps wait until after he is interred.
You're asking the group?
Yeah.
I definitely think we should wait till he's not around.
Yeah.
We gotta be sneaky.
Let's get this first thing done, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get rid of the flipping coffin. Can't just keep carrying it around.
I mean,
It's
Not a video game where it just ends up in our inventory, which is our pockets.
it's weekend at Bernie's. That's what we're doing.
Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah.
The weekend at Burgermeister.
There it is.
There you go. All right. So, so you find yourself, not moments go by and Father Danovich comes out and he's got more, he doesn't look as disheveled as he did to you, Shashana. He's much more put together. Although what you all notice about him is that he looks like somebody who hasn't slept in a while. He's got that bloodshot eye thing going on. There's those dark circles and the puffiness that happens. That's sort of what you're sensing him, and he also looks like he hasn't perhaps eaten in a while, just because there's a gauntness, just to his skin and such. Now, you don't know if that's just because he lives in Barovia where you don't get a lot of sunlight and there's not a lot of vitamin D flying around here, or what. But he greets you and says, "Oh, friends, I'm sorry that I wasn't prepared to receive you today. I had expected that this would happen, but not so soon. But yes, Irina, Ismark, it's lovely to see you again. I'm sorry under these circumstances. Come, we'll process to the cemetery, and we will go to the Coleon home crypt, and we'll properly inter this body so that it can have rest, such as it may have." And so I'm not going to worry about moving the map around right now. We're just going to kind of theater of the mind this. So you guys process to the back of the church. In fact, maybe I'll go back to the map of the village so you can kind of see what the lay of the land looks like. So you guys are moving over here to the backside to this crypt here, where the coffin is taken, and Father Danovich needs a little assistance cracking open the crypt. I mean, it's not something that's like an open door you can go in and out all the time. You have to kind of seal off, pull off the headstone. And so he and Ismark and anybody else that wishes to help,
will help.
Gunloda.
I like to be helpful.
I know you do. So, and you really like to help Ismark, I've noticed. So y'all remove the headstone, and you can see that there's an opening in there, and there's there's sort of like there was already sort of a stairwell that descends into it, and the headpiece has moved away, and you can see where there have been layers and layers of bodies through the centuries of this family that have interred their bones here. And there is a spot, and the coffin is taken and put in the spot, and you know that at some point, with the way that it's wooden made and stuff, if you came back 100 years or so later, it would probably look like the others that you see around. And so the coffin or the casket is placed very gingerly on there, and as everyone gathers around, Father Danovich begins to offer prayers to the Morning Lord in exchange for Kolian Indirovich's deliverance from Barovia. And, there's this sense that it's a prayer that almost comes across like maybe this one will actually make it out and make it to the Morning Lord. But you're not sure. And so as the ceremony ends and the rock or the headstone, capstone, I guess is really the word I should be using here, is put back into place into this crypt that is very much seen some use through its time. Father Danovich turns to you all and says, I think it would be best if you could take this young lady, and he's pointing at Irina. If you could take this young lady away from here. There's not a lot of places that I think you could be safe here in Barovia. But I do believe that the abbot in the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresk offers some hope. And if that doesn't, the fortified town of Valaki are both places of refuge that would be so much better for her in particular. And he's looking at her and he sees this, that she has had those same marks that you guys saw. And he's encouraging you all, but he's really saying this to Ismark. You've got to get her out of here.
The abbot at where again?
The abbot at the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresk.
From the cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you saying that
the
is
other place was what?
the other place that he suggests that y'all might be safe is the fortified town of Valaki.
Mm-hmm.
Vallaki, or St. Markovia in Kresk, Krezk.
Cool.
And as this conversation is ending, you hear Jack hears an E minor chord, an E minor 7th chord coming from behind him.
Guys.
As all of a sudden the conversation is interrupted by, well, what do we have here?
Hey guys, scary guys back.
I was concerned about the fire at the end of the other street, and now I find you all going forward with the ceremony with no invitation. This is very disrespectful.
Awkward.
We're not from this area. We don't know what's respectful or not.
And he just
I'm scared.
And he glares at Jack. And as he glares, that E minor 7th chord almost becomes a sustained.
Oh.
Guys, I really don't like him.
Kanlota wants to step in front of Jack. And just
clearly
Shashana is going to carefully make sure that someone is between her and Irene,
Irina.
Irina,
Mhm.
step between. If no one is between them, she's going to shift that direction.
Okay. Well, with that, Strahd looks at you all. He has just glared at Jack.
Poor Jack.
And he says, it is unfortunate that you went through this ceremony without more of an audience. And he raises his hands. And with that, you begin to hear the sound of like earth and vegetation sort of splitting apart. And you hear motion as 5 zombies begin to emerge from various graves around you. And then you hear a really loud bang coming from the church behind you. And you hear a voice that sounds very much like the voice that screamed earlier. Father, I'm coming. And out of the church, you see a young, gaunt, pale man who is clearly pale, and it looks very much like he hasn't fed in a long time. He is a vampire spawn. And I need everybody to roll me some initiative.
No.
And then we will get our initiative in order, and we will get over to a battle map, and we will talk about what's going to happen.
Really?
Bunch of shenanigans, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Probably.
Where is my
Did I
map?
do it?
That is not the map I wanted.
Oh, I did it. Look at that.
There we go. There's my map. All right. And I got to run the encounter. All right.
Yeah.
So
You've got
I'm
the
gonna-
DM shirt on, man. You've got to run the encounter.
I know that. I'm aware of that. Thank you. All right. So it's been a while, but you guys haven't done this to me in a while. It's the first time I've had to do this in a while. So I got to get remembered. I got to get remembered. Yeah, I got to work on my grammar too. Okay. So we got Jack at 9.
Not good with this initiative crap.
We have Gunloda at 15. We have the Sash at 15 and Quill at 5.
Wow, we are sucking on these rolls,
Which
which
All
is
right,
good,
we'll
right?
save 'em.
Because
Yes.
exactly, save them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nat 20s the whole rest of the way, people.
Hey,
Okay, and then I need a Rain and a Hal. Do I have one for Hal? Oh, there it is. There it
Hal's
is.
up there.
He's up there at 8, I think.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all good.
It's all
She
right.
tried jumping up and lost grip and
Don't worry
used
about
my
it.
leg to hold on.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I have scars.
Okay.
Okie So, you are all in initiative, including Father Danovich and his son, who just has emerged. So, do y'all see all the people on the map? Let me get that in view here. Okay, and I apologize for this map because I didn't have one in the cemetery, and I just had to improvise by blowing up the one that was in the thing and kind of make it work.
Mhm.
So if you
Works.
hopefully can see. So here we go. Here is Father Danovich. Here is a zombie. Here is a zombie. I'm sorry.
Ah, there we go.
All right, I'll start at the top. Here is a zombie.
Uh-huh.
Here
Yeah, the
is a
things that-
zombie.
Uh-huh.
Here's a zombie.
Oh boy.
Here's a zombie. Here is Strahd von Zarevich. And here's another zombie. And then over here is Doru. I'll call him Doru. He is the vampire spawn.
Bless his heart.
Yes.
Mm.
And so we are in initiative. Ironically, Irina is up first.
Yeah. Look at her.
Yeah, so let me just click on Miss Irina here. And she's, she is very much kind of taken aback by all this because she's just buried her father.
Oh shit.
And so she is really not 100% sure what to do. And so she is just going to take a step back behind her brother. And she's going to hold an action unless she's attacked. But she has pulled out her longsword. Her light crossbow is still over her back because she was just in a very formal situation. So she's got her longsword out and she is standing behind Ismark right now. Make sense? Gunloda, you're up.
First, she wants to say to Strahd, with all due respect, sir, that was rude. These people are mourning their father. The nerve. And then I'm looking for what I'm going to do.
I understand.
Stalling.
Stalling.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that yet.
Yeah, you should have seen the DM stalling when he realized that the NPC that he hadn't really studied like he should have was first.
All right.
And that was a nice one. I'm just going to hold action. It's good. Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, I'm also trying to think about what the character would do. She
Oh, sure.
just buried her father. She's Strahd. Just because Strahd shows up and there's these zombies doesn't mean, let's fight. It could be a party. Who knows?
Yeah. If one of them's named Rob, it's all changing all of this. Yeah.
I am right in front of Strahd, right?
Well, that's
Wait,
the other
no.
thing. I mean, so don't say that's where you are just because that's
Okay.
where I put you on the map. But please tell
Okay.
me where you want to start this journey, because just because I have you there doesn't mean that's where you are. I mean, Quill's right by him if you go by the way I put these things out here. and
Okay, I see it.
We get in that character really fast.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
Feel better, Todd.
Well, I'm definitely, I'm definitely in front of Jack.
Is that who is right here?
What? I just hit it.
Who is that?
That's Quill.
This
That's Quill. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I'm happy to move him somewhere else. Like I said, I'm just
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll be. Oh. Well, Shashana is in front of Irina, so I want to say that. I guess I can attack the zombie that's near me.
mhm.
But I want to say I was in front of Jack, so I could be in front of Jack. I can't move my thing because my computer. doesn't
Oh
like
no, you can't
do
move the
that.
thing because I need to empower you to do said thing.
Need to be empowered.
Where is your character?
We just had this
I'm
discussion,
right
so-
beside Jack. I'm right here.
I see you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
so-
she likes to comfort Jack in moments of
I
crisis.
Yeah.
I'm a scared boy.
No.
You know what, I'm just gonna make
You're
it so
Vampire scares me.
I'm just gonna make it so all players can move these things just for right now because I
Okay.
don't want to get into the whole.
I see that.
Yeah. So now you're good.
All right. So I would have been here anyways, just because I stepped in front of Jack. And Jack, are you okay being where you are?
I'm totally cool with you being in front. 'Cause, I mean, at some point, I'm gonna have to go up towards somebody anyway. So
Right. But you do have a zombie behind you. So.
yeah, my plan was probably gonna go to one of those two zombies behind me, depending on how they look. We'll figure it out later.
Awesome. So I'm going to stop. Come load it wants to just reach in and grab a little sip of our moonshine, if that's okay.
Sure.
I mean, we can count it as a bonus action if you want, just to give her a little courage.
If only you got something from our bonus for that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So we're yes, I want to do the battle axe.
Okay.
And
Who are you attacking? This zombie right here?
the zombie in front of me. Yeah.
All right.
Right, because I can reach him.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right, here we go.
So
Yeah, did that work right? Did I do it right?
I see a battle axe of 9.
Uh-huh. So if that hits, then it gives me the damage? I've never done that one.
It actually hit.
Okay.
So you either got, if you did it one-handed or two, it looks like you did 4 damage if I'm reading this right. I don't know how to read this. Did you hit it 4
yeah,
times?
why did it say?
I don't know. What does your sheet say?
My sheet says damage type slashing. Where would it say two-handed? I don't know. What?
It should give you 2 numbers.
It should give me 2 numbers.
Yeah,
so you got,
it's
so
Okay.
I don't think I have a. It should have like something maybe over in the notes section that would say something about two-handed weapon.
you used your
Battle axe.
battle axe.
Yep.
And according to this, the battle axe, it's okay.
The battle axe has an extra. If it's two-handed, you get an extra.
Something. So
Like
that's kind of what it did there. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Two-handed is significantly stronger than single.
Right.
I don't
So, like
remember
for my quarterstaff, if it's 1, it's 1d6. If it's two-handed, it's 1d8 -1. So
I'll tell you what I'm going to
guessing
do is I'm going to
battle axes.
the way this reads here is it says if you did it one-handed, you did 4. If you did it two-handed, you did 4. And the
Doesn't matter,
total,
yeah.
so I'm saying you did 4 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the way I am interpreting what I'm seeing on the screen.
Gotcha.
And that was the one in front of you, which was 4 damage. Boom. And let me just check something on the zombies. Okay. We're good. So now, Shashana, you're up.
Pull my longsword and take a swing at the zombie that's right beside me.
Show me where you are again, please. I see you there. Okay.
This guy is who I'm going after.
Yeah, I see him. All right, go ahead. Make your shot.
20
20 indeed hits.
and 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. 1 second. You actually not only damage it, but you sever an arm from it.
Ooh.
Whoa!
It hits the ground.
Hold on. Yeah. Sound.
What?
Your volume spiked out really bad.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it was me.
So, was it just when I started talking or what?
No, but
So the music volume went up. You're now extremely loud to the point where you're starting to static out.
yeah, you're clipping.
distorted really bad.
Yeah,
Try one more time because now I can't hear the music.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
what happened.
Okay.
I'm not either.
You
But
sound better, but you're still a little loud.
That was weird.
That
Yeah, it
was
was
weird.
weird.
All right, let me kill the music. Still weird?
nope, you're
No,
good.
you're sounding better. Yeah.
That's weird. All right. We good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It was really exciting though.
That's
What?
crazy. I mean,
Fucking
I
zombies.
didn't-
Jeez.
okay.
So what happened?
So she hit the zombie, and she basically severed off one of its arms, and it's now on the ground. But the arm on the ground is moving.
Yay.
But there is an arm on the ground now. And okay, so that is Shashana's turn. Rain.
All right, great. Let's see. That fellow that is right there next to Quill.
Okay.
There. I'm gonna wing my axe at that fella. Hopefully. To make sure I'm on the right character. I'm kind of dancing around here. There we go. That is gonna be a 14 to hit.
14 does indeed hit.
Okay. And that is going to be 6 plus 4 is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. And you happen to sever off one of his legs.
Nice.
But
Which is now moving.
But the leg is still moving. That is correct.
Okay.
So
now it's a one-legged zombie and an ass-kicking contest, just to be clear?
yeah, something like that.
It sounds like something Rain would have said, though. Should have like some smarmy remark.
Yeah, he probably should. Yeah, so it's up next is Strahd, and
I don't like this.
he looks at you, what you've done, and he's like, "Manners, my friend." And he looks at Jack. Or no, was it Gunloda that called him rude?
Did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gunloda.
he looks
Well,
at
I said it was very rude.
He looks at
Yeah,
Gunloda
that
and he says, "Now this is rude."
Oh shit! Of course, he could have.
But he just continues to sit back and watches the melee unfold as if he's studying you all, as if you're curious to him. Father Danovich is up next, and
Is he the one labeled acolyte?
he is the one labeled.
Okay,
He
just
is,
making sure.
yeah, that's his, yeah, because that's his stats that I get to run for him.
Okay.
So Father Danovich, he is going to go 5, 10, 15,
Run away.
20. Strahd does not take an opportunity of attack. 30 to get between all of you and his son, who is here.
Bless his heart.
And that is his action. Jack, you're up.
So it's my turn. Would I have been perceptive enough to notice the still moving body parts?
I am looking at your perception. Give me 1 second. Probably. Well, no. Give me if you want to give me a perception check. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm a little dumb.
Special.
Yeah, I'm super dumb. I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah, you don't see nothing.
Nah, I don't notice anything. All right. I want to, but I do notice this guy behind me. Oh, I thought I was going to be really clever and move my person, but I guess that's not the case.
You should be able to.
When I try holding down and moving him, oh, there we go.
There he goes.
It moves the entire screen as well, and that's very.
You must have accidentally hit the screen.
No, I hit Jack.
Okay.
Okay.
hit Jack.
Look,
Merle,
look.
stop.
Todd's not allowed to miss anymore. We have all these technical problems.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna go up to him and I am going to baseball slugger hit him with my dice. With Gwendolyn.
With your Dyson vacuum?
Yeah. I was about to click the dice button and dice was the word that came to my head.
Ah.
With Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, no!
Oh,
Make it
Ooh.
a 6 doesn't do anything.
You're really gonna hate this, but it's almost like you just missed him. It's like as you're coming up, and it almost looks like a scene out of the Matrix as the zombie just begins to duck back, and Gwendolyn just overhead.
Okay. Well, with my confidence shattered, I'm gonna look behind and yell at Gunloda and be like, "Hey, babe, you got this?"
Okay.
You got me, babe?
Got you, babe.
All right, I'm gonna
But
be
she's not
casting,
confident.
I'm gonna be casting bardic inspiration on Gunloda.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
So,
And do you should have tons of movement left, because I think you only move like 5 or 10
I
feet.
do.
But you're gonna stay there.
Okay, I might move. Oh, the map doesn't want to work with me. Here? Nope, not there. There. So I'm in between the two of them.
Okay. So, and you stayed so you didn't have to worry about an opportunity attack.
Opportunity attacks when they move.
You moved away from him. He could have taken an opportunity attack. But you stayed in range, so you're fine.
Yeah, now I understand what you meant.
It's all good.
Okay.
Okie day.
Okay.
Hal Rennickson, you're up.
Rennickson. Yeah. I think the first thing Hal's going to do is, well, and by Hal I mean me, is going to just see what happens because we haven't done this before. So I'm going to try this mold earth thing.
Okay.
So the zombie that's right here by Gunloda that she's been unloading on.
This one right here.
Yeah, for giving me the pun opportunity there. Yeah. And so making it, so I'll make the earth that's around there is difficult terrain.
Okay.
And sort of sucking the zombie back down into the ground a little bit. So it's, I hope, immobilized.
Okay. And does it have to make any kind of a throw, or?
I don't know. It's, I just cause, I make it become difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yep. And so we'll start with that.
And it's a
See what
spell?
happens. It is a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Oh, mold earth. There we go.
Called mold earth. Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it said here.
Yep.
5-foot cube. Yep.
Yep. So sort of pulling it down to the knees a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I won't say that it's immobile, because it doesn't say that I can. I mean, that would be more of a roll, but I will say that its speed is cut in half.
Yeah.
So
now difficult-ish.
Yeah. Well, I'll let me put it this way. I'll treat it like he's knocked prone, in the sense that he would have to expend half of his movement to try to get out of it.
Cool.
Because it's
That
only
works.
5 feet, and I would think that would be a reasonable endeavor.
I would think for a zombie, right?
Yeah. And I don't have any direction in what I see here, so that's what I'm going to go with.
Cool.
Okay. And that's it?
I think that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, I just want to I just didn't know if you had something else in mind.
Nope.
Okay, so here we are. We have Ismark up here, and he's got this zombie that's really close to him, and he's also trying to protect his sister. And he decides to start with a bonus action, and he is going to do the blood curse of bloated agony.
That sounds horrifying.
It's called, when you're going to run NPCs as iconic as Irina and Ismark, you don't take the one out of the book, and you go old school and make a homebrew.
It's
Okay. Or actually, you go onto the homebrew side and you take somebody else's idea for a homebrew and you modify it, because they've got some really good ideas. So I can't remember who did this one, but they did a great job. Okay. So what happens is you see this one zombie begins to swell until the end of their next turn. And this creature now has disadvantage on strength and dexterity and ability checks and is going to suffer damage if it makes an attack during its turn.
It's fair.
So that's his bonus action. Let me actually mark him as that, so I'll remember when I get to his turn that I have to do that to him. And then that was his bonus action, so that as his regular action, he's going to take his longsword and he's going to swing at that same one. And he was so focused on, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Nope, he hits because that's a 13. Haha. 13 to hit.
Sweet.
And he does 6 points of damage to that guy. And that was the guy who lost his arm, by the way. So that guy's already kind of like, oh, wow, this sucks to be a zombie today. He's now a fat zombie, swollen, doesn't have an arm, and he's lost some hit points.
I think the technical term is thick boy.
There you go. Sure.
3 C's.
All right. So up next is the vampire spawn Doru, who's over here. And as his father is in front of him trying to protect him, he's going to actually attack his father because he's a vampire spawn. He doesn't know any better. I know, right?
So mean.
Yeah. Have you ever
Seems
had
like
your
there's family drama?
Have you ever had your kid ask you for money? Never mind. It's not the same thing. See, I know my daughters don't watch this stream, so I can say things like that.
Yeah. Twizzlers. They've asked for Twizzlers, but not for. He's asked for Twizzlers. Yeah.
Okay, so what he is going to do is he is going to claw his father.
Dude. Speaking of rudeness.
And I would say 17 plus 6 is probably going to hit poor old Danovich here.
Yikes.
Yeah, his AC is pretty low. Ooh. Okay, and
Are we talking fratricide here?
2d4 plus 3. I need some d4s.
Caltrops, I think, is what we call them.
2d4s. I'm going to use these.
Those D4s.
I'll use these red d4s. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Ooh. Father Danovich is not looking very good right now. He is looking pretty hurt.
I mean, he didn't look good to begin with.
That's fair.
So,
That is fair. Okay, and that ends Doru's turn. And so now we are up to Quill.
All right, so he kind of looks around and notices this. Is that a sort of another mausoleum type thing behind him there?
Yeah, this cemetery is full of cover, if that's what you're curious about.
I want to see if he can spring up on top of this mausoleum.
Like with his
Using
movement?
Some of his movement, yeah.
You're gonna have
That'd
to
be acrobatics?
Yeah, it would be acrobatic or athletics. I'll let you pick.
Okay, let's go acrobatics.
All right.
And that's going to be a 15.
What's his modifier on acrobatics?
Plus 3.
Okay. And that's total of 15 with the plus 3?
Correct.
Yeah, I would say that I mean, he springs up and he lands on it. He almost loses his balance, but he's able to keep it in hold, and he's got up there. It looks pretty slick, but it looks like the kind of slick that could have been YouTube worthy if he had just,
Okay, great. So that basically bought him. What I was trying to do was buy him some space with his longbow.
Okay.
Because he's right up on top of that one. He's kind of in a bad spot there, and so I was trying to kind of get him to a point where he could. So
he's up there now. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll RP that out. So he kind of springs up and makes a hand hold on to the top of the roof and claws his way up on top there, and he pulls his longbow and he takes aim at the vampire spawn down there on the other side of Father Danovich. noticing that he had just gotten whacked pretty good and was kind of reeling around. So he loads his bow and gives aim.
Okay. At which you hear Father Danovich go, as this happens.
Right.
You hear, no! Go ahead.
That doesn't sound good. But that just doesn't look like a good situation.
Understood. No,
Nah,
you're
it's
fine. You're totally fine.
I mean, I totally get it, but that's an 18 to hit.
Ooh. That more than hits. Go ahead, roll it. Roll your damage.
All right, great. So that's going to be D8 plus 3, 7 plus 3. That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, yeah. He turns towards the arrow hits into the body. He's just clawed at his father. As the arrow, you hear his father go, no! As the arrow comes flying in and pierces into his chest. And he kind of looks up at Quill and he's like, oh. And that's that.
That's what Quill's got.
Okay. So now it's the zombie. Now it's the zombie's turn. So Rob Zombie here, Rob Zombie A, is right by Jack. And got my zombie stat sheet right here. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna do it basically gets to the zombies gets the 3 attacks.
That's a lot.
And I'm just gonna roll 3 dice at once to simplify things. One's a bite, 2 are claws.
Okay.
So Jack, I have a 14, a 10, and a 6.
Only the 14 hits.
Only the 14 hits. Okay, and that was the first one.
And it's just tied.
Okay, and it's so you take 4 points of piercing damage.
It's very rude.
These people are rude.
You guys are just throwing that. You're throwing that word "rude" around very.
No. That's
aggressively
me saying
tonight.
it, not Jack.
It's aggressive.
You can tell with my not Jack voice right now.
That's true. I can tell. Okay, so that was zombie number 1. Zombie number 2.
Zombie number B.
Well, it is a B actually. So who's this right here? That's Irina. Ooh. Yeah. Well, he's gonna. You guys didn't back her up on the backside, so you got a zombie behind her. So
She's fine.
I thought that was her.
No, yeah, no.
Actually, you know what? He starts to look at Irina.
Isn't she readied for action too?
She
did.
is.
She had. Yep.
She is. You are correct. Yeah. So we'll RP it like that. So before, he can do anything, Irina, holding her action, will attack. 13 is probably enough to hit, but it's a 17 total, and she gets 1d8 plus 4. I'm not going to say she was using it versatile yet because that would give her more. That's 11 damage to him. So, and
Out of
then
curiosity, who is this?
that's Ismark.
That's a smart, yeah.
Duh.
Oh, why am I protecting him? I'm supposed to be protecting her.
I don't know, but
Gotta protect everybody.
But as this zombie begins to move against Irina, Quill and Shashana and Gunloda begin kind of notice out of the corner of their eye. Strahd does this, holds his hand up, and that particular zombie begins to turn its attention away from Irina and begins to meander up this way. to get to eventually be in melee with Jack, but his action is not. He does not take any action. So, the next zombie is the one down here, who is next to who was that? Shashana.
This is zombie C. So this is Carl.
Yeah. So this is the one who doesn't have an arm.
He doesn't have an arm, and he's got 12. He's been taking 12 damage.
What is that poison thing on him?
Well,
he's
that's
pumped up, yeah.
only going to come into play once he is attacked or once he attacks. So he has to attack to take damage that way. So he's going to attack Shashana. 10, 5, and 7.
Nope.
Yeah, I need to throw these dice away.
No, keep those.
Yeah,
Those are good
we
ones.
like
Yeah, those
those.
are good ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they work.
So let me read this specifically, the Ismark thing, because I think that he would have to actually... Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so he takes 1d8.
That's on the floor.
That's an 8. It's an 8.
No,
No.
that was a 12. Okay, he takes
Sweet.
5 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage?
Ismark does.
No,
The
the
zombie
zombie.
does.
No, he
The zombie
hexes
takes his
the
own.
zombie.
So he takes his own. Oh, that's nice. Okay. He just rots faster.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So, sorry.
So things are rotten in the state of Ismark, is what
Yeah, it
you're
is.
saying.
Oh,
This
yeah.
thing is rotten in Ismark. That is correct.
Exactly
I'm so
what
glad
I'm
you're here.
saying.
Done
Wow.
with all of you.
Where is Jack? Because I feel like Jack needs to be attacked for that one. Who's this
No.
right here?
I'm not. That's not
That's
me.
me.
Okay, well, this
My
guy's.
name's on my character.
I know it. I've got so many people overlaying here. It's hard for me to see who's who.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's attacking Rain.
Yeah.
5, 9, and 17.
Hold on. Oh yeah, the 17 just hits.
Yeah, I was thinking that would probably hit. Okay. So then in that case you would take 1d6 plus 1. 2 points of slashing damage.
Perfect.
And then finally the last of the zombies, we'll call him Earl.
I like it. Yep.
I heard you saying it.
Yeah.
So when he gets whacked, we get to sing goodbye, Earl.
Yeah, and
I hope so.
unfortunately Gunload is in the way, so nobody can take retribution to Hal the way he wants. Oh, poor Gunloada. All right, I got a 21, a 19, and a 6.
What the hell? Yeah, the first two hit.
Damn.
Jesus.
Okay, so 7 points. No. 5 points of piercing damage and 7 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Yikes.
Ouch. That's what she says. Ouch.
All righty
Stop
then.
it, you rude thing.
Okay, boy. Whew. One round of combat down. We're back at the top of the round, and it is Irina's turn, and Irina is like getting kind of mad
Yeah, I bet.
about this. So she is going to. Let's see, where is she? She is going to pursue the one that ran away from her. And we get on sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It got quiet, and then my keyboard did something, and I knew you guys were telling me something weird, so I just want to make sure we're good.
Yeah, we'll make frantic gestures the next time again.
Excellent.
The next time that happens.
Well,
yeah.
she is going to use her longsword again, and she's just going to hack at this guy. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
You go, Irina.
So that's 13 points of damage.
Big guns.
Yeah, so that's 13 on this guy. And he is beginning to look extremely rough. And I don't think she's a multi-acting person. But she's got some skills, that I'm not ready to reveal for you guys. So we're just going to hold on that. Okay.
Oh, you
tape.
tease. Okay.
I know. Gunloader.
Yeah.
Unloader.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to do it in D&D Beyond, and
It should roll over.
no, sorry. I was trying to do my hit points. And
Oh, okay. That's all good. That's good. That's what
All
you
right.
should do. Good job.
oh God. Okay, so
This shameless
Um,
plug has not been brought to you by D&D Beyond.
excellent. So I have a thing
Okay.
that says I can channel divinity,
Yes.
turn undead,
Yes.
and as an action, I present a holy symbol, my flask, to speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw of 13. If the creature fails the throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can,
Mm-hmm.
and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said 30
Seems
feet
like-
of 30 feet of you that you can see?
And hear. They can hear me.
Okay. Well, everybody in this melee, I would say, is within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna scream at it.
Well, let me just double check something.
Yes. 10, Please
20.
do, because I'm.
Actually, Danovich Doru would be on the far reaches of that 38. Is it 30 feet total or 30 feet from you?
Within 30 feet of me. So I don't know if it's a radius or.
Well, I'm thinking it's a radius. I'm just trying to decide, is it like 15 and 15? Because then that would make a difference. So let me just take a quick looky-loo
Yeah.
at the spell.
I like that spell, though. I have to say, I'm super excited.
Although Gunloader did want to smash the zombie that hit her. She was like, "This is best
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody."
Which
So-
one? I'm sorry. Which one is it again? I'm sorry. Tell me. the
It
name.
is called Channel Divinity, and then it says
Where
Turn Undead.
I don't see it on your.
Oh, it's right under actions and It's in actions.
Oh! I got you. Okay.
I was just like looking at
Within
my sheet, I was
30,
like, what?
within 30
Oh,
feet
because
of
you're
you.
a cleric, right? Because it's not right.
Yep. No, within 30 feet of you. Okay, so I got 5 zombies, a vampire spawn, and Strahd. I'll give Strahd this fancy one here, so I'll just know which one's him.
Nice.
That's hot, Rose. That's good stuff.
I know, right?
What's the saving throw?
13.
Okay. Well, one got a natural 20.
Well, damn it.
Who was it? Wasn't Strahd, was it?
No, but Strahd got a natural 19.
Well.
Dick. Sorry, are we not supposed to cuss on this?
It's
good.
fine. I label it properly in YouTube. We're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
That's interesting.
I mean, I could
got
have
it.
said penis.
Got a 14 here.
All right.
Got a natural 1.
Woohoo!
They just fall apart.
I got a natural 9. I got another natural 1. It looks like poo. You can't see it on my dice because it's not going to focus. There we go.
Nice. That's fantastic.
And I got a 5. So 4 of them are turn undead, and they're going to run away from you, not everybody else.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
so what we'll do
But
is
Gunload is kind of at the middle of everything. so-
correct. That just means they can't move towards her.
Mhm.
Right on.
They can move. They can stay at their same parallel and come at it at a different angle.
Sure.
So I have a question.
Yep.
So they are disengaging to do that. Do we get attacked bonus?
No, they
Or,
won't just immediately do it. They'll do it on their next move.
Okay.
That's
And
what
if-
it said in the thing.
Yeah, if they're standing next to you at their next move, as long as they're not moving towards her, they can still do their thing. But their objective will be to turn and go in the opposite direction. They do not want to stay there. So, okay. So I'm just going to consider that A through D because that's just easier for me to remember.
Okay.
Then
So Arthur, Dante, Carl, and Earl.
no. Arthur, Bobby,
Oh, Bobby. Right. Sorry.
Carl, and Dante. All right.
Ah, that's funny.
So, nice job. Nice use of that spell.
That was good.
Thank you.
Shashana Vosh, you was up.
Got one right up on your grill.
Well, yeah, I do, but
Oh, I see something. Interesting.
second, where'd it go?
My Zoom is telling me to set up professional audio in audio settings.
Okay.
That may have been the source of the problem.
That.
Because it wasn't happening on stream and it wasn't happening in my ear. So it might have been a Zoom thing. There's another sponsor out the window.
Unless they come up and say, they show up and say, "Huh, dude, we got you."
It's true. They did that for all the schools. Boy, that was
Yeah.
a class
Yeah.
way that they handled that situation.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And we're back. They like us again. No.
Yeah. So I had planned to do one thing, but I had something else. When she did that, I could have done something else.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Sometimes you have to change at the last minute. Let's see.
You look like you're doing math.
I am.
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and use my sword against the zombie that's in front of me.
Okay,
Yeah,
the one that's here without an arm?
Yeah.
Okie day.
And that's a nat 20.
I would say that barely hits.
That is a mountaineer, boys and girls.
Woo!
Nice.
Almost heaven, West Virginia. Yeah, no.
No.
Different one. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did Chris take a shot because of that 20?
Yeah, because it's
This
It's
but
his
this is
Appalachian
upstate,
dice.
Not, yeah.
Okay, I just I didn't know if they had like a thing going like every nat 20 you take a shot.
But I just
Nope,
think of
that's
the
because
Because I
Mountaineer-
would have joined that. I want to know I'm a part of the group. That's all.
No, I'm just enjoying a local whiskey this evening.
Nice.
11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah, he is still up, but not looking too hot. And
For sure.
in true Monty Python fashion, you've just sliced off his other arm.
So how is he
It's
gonna
just a
run
blood
away?
wound.
Huh?
How's he gonna run away?
You cut his arms off.
Oh, that's right. The other one has his missing a leg.
The not leg ones.
That's the one in front of me. He's only got a leg to stand on.
Yeah. So
Just a
speaking
flesh
of
wound.
speaking of bad puns, Rain, you're up.
Yes, yes. Rain again.
Rain down hell on him.
He's gonna take his axe again and go against that fella. So, yeah.
While he's doing that, John, go ahead. I just sent you a message. Can you take a look, please?
Where did you send it?
Discord.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 does indeed hit.
Okay, great. And that will be. Hang on. That's 4. That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing?
Yes.
Okay. And it's this one right here?
Yeah, the fellow right in front of me.
Thank you.
Correct.
6 points of slashing.
Yes.
Okay. Boom. And he takes it. And okay. Sorry, I was trying to run the battle and answer the Discord question. Okay. Up next is Strahd von Zarovich himself.
Well, nah.
And he surveys the battle up until this point, and he says, well, I've seen enough. Come, Doru. And he moves over here by Doru and Danovich. He takes a swing at Danovich with his claws. 15 plus 6. I'd say that would hit.
I'd say so.
And
Just thinking.
1d8 plus 4. It's 5 points. And so Danovich falls over dead on the battlefield.
Jesus.
The quill
was
shouts from the
rude.
top of the thing. Man down, man down.
Well, he is an NPC. We'll let him do some saving throws, but as went on his turn. But as right now, he is out of hit points. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
He's not a monster, therefore he'll get to do 3 death saving throws.
Yay.
But as Strahd comes over to Doru, you begin to see a swirl encircle them as all of a sudden the mists form, and as the mists clear, you see a bunch of, like a swarm of bats flying off towards Ravenloft, and Strahd and Doru are both gone.
Mm-hmm.
The zombies are still there,
Yeah,
but,
of course.
Oh, hey, bonus. Yeah.
but the viewing party has left the battlefield. Let me just take them off here so you guys don't get distracted by them, and I don't get distracted by them. But Danovich is
Got a man.
Why did Danovich move with them?
because I grouped them accidentally.
Okay, can we move him back? Because I'd like to help him.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's I put him back where it was.
I need him in a certain range. 15, 20, 25.
All right. Well, I'll put him there just to be
40,
safe.
45, 50. Okay.
Okay. So
About right.
that's the end of Strahd's move. He is off the battlefield. Just let me actually.
Actually, that's kind of a relief.
No doubt. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So up next is Father Danovich, who is now deceased. So we will make a death saving throw for him. And he makes a 10. So there's one success.
Yay!
Yay.
And so now we move on to Jack.
I'm gonna take a swing for that zombie that I attacked first, which I think was A.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
No,
Ooh.
Is that another thing?
same roll as last time.
Yep.
Wow.
But
Time to break out the math rocks.
yeah,
Oh,
If only you had dice somewhere. Anyway.
pull out my fancy dice.
So,
Oh, I haven't shown you guys my fancy dice. All right, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
okay. What's the distance?
60 feet. He is in range.
Yep.
Wow.
Creature of your choice, 1d4 plus spellcasting modifier. It's a 2 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is, oh, Jesus. I never remember how to find this out.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
On your
Yes,
spells
please.
page at the very top.
At the very top. 3. So 5 points of healing.
5
To
points
Father
of
Danovich.
healing to Father Danovich. He is stable,
Yeah.
and
Sorry.
all of a sudden you see him on the battlefield as air fills his chest. You go, Doru.
Oh.
Aww.
Okay. Hal, you're up.
So there's the zombie here by me and Gunloda.
Yep. And that zombie is going to start moving away from Gunloda.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do with let's see, Chaos Bolt here.
That one right here?
Yeah, the one that's right there in front of us. Oh, see, now I fucked that shit up.
yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Are you taking
Switching
lessons
different
from
dice.
Jack?
Apparently. All right.
It's not always monkey see, monkey do. Sometimes you do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, I would like to try to do something different.
Yeah,
All right.
well.
The last time I tried to do the Chaos Bolt, shit went crazy too. So that was a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's also called Chaos Bolts. I mean,
Yeah,
Fair.
So it was a natural 1 plus 5,
that's correct.
but it was a natural 1.
That is correct.
And you were aiming at this guy right here.
Let's see, the one who's right. Yes, that's the one.
And you are here.
That is also correct, I believe. Whenever the green pulse shows up, that will probably be right. I've got the little.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think, how would this have failed? Is it a spell?
It is, and one of the options would be to go to the Chaos Sorcerer like random shit table and roll on that.
And I have that, I think, somewhere.
You probably do. It's
I'm watching Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon.
Yeah, he's like, I'm reaching my hat, and I'm gonna pull out.
no. That's brace yourselves. We're about to. That's exactly the shit we're about to get
What's
into.
it called? Chaos spell? What is it?
Yeah.
Gas bolt.
Yeah, Chaos Bolt.
But it's like the wild magic chart or something.
That's
like
the
that.
wild. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I'm looking for a quick read on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a D8. Okay, so you miss,
Yes.
but all of a sudden, because you missed, you feel $12 points of force damage knock you to the ground.
That.
What?
bites. All right.
Well, it's a fail. It's a fail.
Yeah.
You hit yourself.
Yep.
You hit
Okay.
yourself.
If I read this right, let me just 2d8. Yeah. Oh, 2d8 plus 1d6. That's fine. We're gonna leave it as is. We're good. All right.
Okay.
So up next is Ismark the Bloated. So we'll take a look at what Ismark is gonna do. He's got his sword out.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless.
Sorry.
Man,
Better away than in the mic.
I am having some fun issues with. All right, my encounter builder just.
Oh no.
And today's a fun tech night, isn't it?
It really is. I gotta say. Yeah, it locked. Okay, fine. I'm gonna. It's okay. We're cool. We're cool. Let me just.
We got this.
No, it just blew up the turn order. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna ignore that for now, and we're just ignore the turn order. Reliance on technology is a problem sometimes. All right, so he's going to take a longsword and he's going to attack. Yeah, he misses. And I couldn't. I'm sorry, guys. It just, I don't know why it did that. It blew up our run. So, that's okay. Strahd's off the battlefield. The zombies are beginning to move away from you all, which is really, it's almost like they're moving back towards the ground from whence they came. And they're beginning to, and the body parts that were severed off are also beginning to move with them, as if they're being tailored along. And so all of the zombies, I'm going to say that they were up next. Most all of them were in pretty bad shape, except for maybe one. And like I said, I don't know what the heck happened. Hey, it is considered beta software, and I knew that. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do, just for fun's sake here. I'm gonna, based on what I see in front of me, I'm gonna give everybody an attack of opportunity on a zombie of their choice. Starting with gun, and I'm gonna have to go with what I see on the list now. So I'm gonna give Gunloda the first shot.
Woohoo! He's still within range, or the zombie's still within range.
Yeah.
I made it.
He hasn't. I mean, he's started to move away, but
yeah. Oh, I did have a question about because I do have two weapon fighting, and it says with a light melee weapon, my battle axe is 4 pounds and my warhammer is 2 pounds. Is that considered light? I don't know, because it tell me.
I mean, to me they sound light, but I would think that the 4 pounds would be less light.
Right.
But I think when you get into like the long swords and things, those are way heavier.
Oh, okay. So
you couldn't like two-handed battle with like two like great swords or whatever, because it's too much.
But I should be able to two-hand fight with that.
Yes, if you have two attacks, yes.
Yeah, so I use a bonus action to attack with the different one.
Got
So
it.
I can attack with both. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that with my battle axe and warhammer.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just remembering the last hit points on these dudes, and I'm just making some quick adjustments.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm
Or should I
ready.
just go ahead?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, which one? Who you fight? Who you hitting?
The one closest. The one that hit me, damn it.
Okay, E.
Yeah.
All right.
Earl.
Fuck
him up.
Fucking
Earl.
up, Earl. All right, battle axe coming your
Damn it,
way.
Okay.
All right, and then warhammer. Boom.
Ooh.
Well, the first one just hits. I mean, just hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one absolutely hits. So you take 9 plus 6.
Yeah.
Well, it can't
Yeah.
be two-handed damage on the battle axe, can it?
Right.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's
So
3.
it's
It's 3,
three
and
and
so it's 10
7.
points of damage. Okay.
10 is good.
So he is dead.
Yay!
Yeah.
Revenge is mine. Wait, he was
He's-
already dead.
He's double dead.
He's
He's
dead
double
again.
dead.
He's dead again.
But dead in which body parts are not moving around.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Correcto.
slashed him through the brain.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got his. Okay. So what I've done is I've been able to repair the order here. I mean, I can't repair the order, but I have been able to get the hit points back on those dudes that need to be there. So we'll just continue in this turn order until we get it all sorted out, and hopefully the tech should not betray us again. I shouldn't have said that. So Hal, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move up, and then there's the one that's just north of me there next to Jack.
This one right here? Yep.
I believe so. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, because I can't hit him.
Clearly.
Gotcha. One of them just died next to me, or died again. So this time I've switched dice because you can buy different dice on Beyond 20. So I put
Nice.
that one away and see if I can do another damn Chaos Bolt, because I swear to God I want to land one of these motherfuckers. So let's try that on that guy.
Nice.
See what we can do this time.
I like your determination.
Thank you. And that'll do it, I think.
13.
Plus 5 is 18.
Yep. Sorry, I saw it come over on D&D Beyond and in Roll20.
Yep. So let's see. And it's going to be all kinds of weird shit.
Cool.
So let's see here. That's
weird.
And and it's fire damage.
All right, so how many points? 11?
9 points of fire damage.
9
I was
points
usually
of-
good against undead.
And
I
as
would hope.
the fire hits it from the Chaos Bolt, you watch the zombie becomes engulfed head to toe in flame, and it looks like a Burning Man as it just falls over in the cemetery and just continues to be consumed by the fire, no longer moving.
Whew.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jack, you're up with Quill on deck.
We're going with this new turn order.
Yeah, I'm
assuming?
sorry. I
Okay.
just don't. I couldn't fix it.
Fine. All right. I'm pulling out my real dice now. All right.
Yeah.
And my original Jack figure. This is Jack, guys.
Hi, Jack.
Hey.
Yeah.
Lego.
Hey, dude.
Yep. All right. Gonna try again with Gwendolyn. All right. Just making sure with a +3.
Oh, wait.
13.
13.
Yeah.
That hits.
I mean, I hit him with an 8.
All right.
Who are you hitting?
1d12.
Is it this guy right here?
The one that's not on fire. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 13 hits.
D12 plus 1, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Yeah, he's still up, but he's looking pretty rough.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Up next is Quill, and Rain is on deck after Quill, so he
right,
gets to go
sure.
back to back basically.
Quill whips out. He's still got his bow at the ready.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking for something within range of his longbow.
Well,
I got
The one due north of me is gone now, right?
yeah. Let me
Yeah.
let me take him off the map. I'm sorry, I should have done that earlier.
No, it's cool. If
So
he's
I'll-
looking around to shoot shit.
I'll have to take
Yeah,
aim at
one here.
at the one next to Jack up there. Yeah.
Okay, just be
So
careful.
he takes aim at the one that Jack just took a whack at, and he fires. That's going to be a 9 plus 7.
That
like a
hits.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's going to be a 3. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. Yeah, he is looking extremely rough, but he is still up.
Great.
Oof.
So then Rain, continuing with his menacing of this goon that's in front of him. We'll take
The
a-
one over here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
the fella's right directly in front of
Oh,
him.
I see him. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's going to take a swipe at him again with his axe. So he swings his axe around, and that's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 does indeed hit.
Okay, great. And that will be how many points of damage? And he will take 7 points of slashing damage to the face.
7 points of slashing damage to the face, and well, his, you know what? You cut his head off. He's still alive, and his head's on the ground, and it's moving like it's telling the body where to go, but it's off his head now.
Looks like somebody's lost their head.
Yeah. Okay. Up next would be Shashana with
Roberta's back there.
the zombies on deck. Shashana and the zombies. That was one of my favorite
she's gonna
bands.
Take another whack at the guy next to her, and
Okay.
probably miss. That is a 9.
Just hits.
Really?
Whoa.
These are not very, hardy
That's
creatures.
3 damage.
3 damage.
You got 5 and a 1. That's terrible.
Looking pretty rough. You said it's 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the zombie's turn. So the first zombie is dead, so he doesn't get a turn. Second zombie is here, and he's still under turn undead, so he can't really go towards anybody. He hadn't really run away yet, but he does see he's not going to attack Irina because he's remembering his instructions. So Jack, 5,
Nope.
12,
Nope.
12,
Nope.
Bueller. Okay,
Those are straight nose, my man.
Bueller. Okay, we're good. All right, so that's his turn.
We are good.
The next turn is the guy that just was hit by rain, and he's going to take 3 hits at Shashana. 15.
Nope.
22.
Yes.
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 And 12.
No.
No. So 1d4 plus 1. So you take 2 points of piercing damage. Okay. Next one is D is over here by Rain. He's going to take 3 attacks at you. 15, 13, and 20.
The 20 hits.
Oof. You take 7 points slashing damage. And then lastly, that guy's dead. So that's the end of the zombies. And I will say that after they completed their attacks, they're not moving toward Gunloda in any way, shape, or form. So Ismark is up. Ismark is over here. There he is. So he is going to disengage this group here and head up by the one over by his sister. And he is.
Did the zombie with the that's under a spell? Did he hit somebody?
You're right.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for reminding me. He takes a D8 of necrotic.
That means he's probably dead.
He takes an 8. I rolled an 8 on that. So let's see what he's got. Yeah. So he. Thank you for the reminder.
Anytime I can help kill a zombie, man.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Again.
Which is good because he would have been the one that should have probably gotten an opportunity attack on Ismark, who just moved up by his sister and is going to roll. Oh, yeah, I would say that an 18 is going to hit. I don't even need to do the plus. The damage, though, I do need to do 1d8 plus 3. He only has 1 hit point, so I think that's going to do it. So we'll just do that. So he is dead.
Right in front of me.
So the one by Ismark also falls to the ground. not moving any longer. And so up next is Irina, who, seeing all the zombies around her at least gone, hugs her brother. And that's all she does. So Strahd's off the board. Danovich is down here. He is not doing anything. He's recovered. He's not in the melee. You see him down on the ground praying again, very similar to the way he was postulating himself when you found him in the church earlier. And we're back to the top of the round with Gunloda. Who's on mute? She's making up for that loud burst of audio I gave you guys earlier.
All right, here I am. I don't know. I swiped something weird in. Anyways, I'm here. Everybody's dead, right?
No.
No, there's
Got
one more.
one down south.
Oh, he's hiding behind.
He's right here.
I don't blame him.
Well, she want. Well, what did she want to do? Yeah, she already did her thing. Yeah, she wants to go attack that
Okay.
booger butt.
It's what they're officially known as in Unearthed Arcana as booger butts, just so you know.
Booger butts.
That's what I'd call him.
Exactly. All right.
All right.
Battle axe first. And then Warhammer.
They both hit.
Nice.
It's one-handed each, so 9 and 6 is 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like for you to explain to me how this zombie dies.
So she takes her battle axe and swings it like this, and then his head like cracks like this, right?
Right.
And then she takes her warhammer and does that, and then instead of it actually cracking off, it explodes.
And it explodes. Okay, so there's a burst of bone and rotted flesh, and there's no blood because it's a zombie. So there's like this black ichor that just spews everywhere onto
All
your
over my
axe.
friends.
Yeah,
Just
all
in
of your
there.
friends. You know. And then you're like, somebody's got to clean that up.
That was so cool, y'all.
So,
She did say, "Hey, y'all, watch this."
so, and as that head explodes, you see the zombie, the torso of the zombie, just collapses down onto its kneecaps and then just rolls forward, like ka-chunk, boom.
And
And
she says, "That's how you kill a zombie."
And Jack says, "Say it, don't spray it."
and Jack looks at you lovingly because you just rescued him, as you promised.
Yes, that too.
Again.
Again,
Forgetting
as
I
usual.
As per usual.
As
the
per
usual.
usual, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jack was useless this game. He was the worst this game.
I blew myself up, so I don't know.
Listen, I will
did
say it is. I have had technical issues before in battle, as Chris and Roberta can attest to. This was a little bit more than I expected. But hey, you know what? What I love about this group and the groups that I play with in this way, everybody rolled with it, and that was great. We got to an end, and Strahd was always never going to stay for the whole fight, just so you know.
That's good.
Because he's a scaredy cat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what
You keep telling
I know.
You keep telling yourself that.
Jack knows.
Yeah. All right. So the melee is over. Y'all are still in the cemetery. There's zombie bodies on the ground. Danovich is still in the corner. We're out of initiative. I'm not going to worry about what's going on the map, which I never did push the button so that the map was happening in the stream anyway. So that's fine.
Oh.
I need to remember to do that.
Shashana is going to kind of look up a little bit
Just to show there was a battle map.
and kind of no. course not. You're crazy. And kind of look over at Irina. Whatever. And kind of start walking back toward the church.
Did we see her just have that moment?
If you were around her, I would say that if you were.
Okay, well, Jack's gonna look at everybody and be like,
Well, hold on. I mean, I'm
Oh,
looking. Did y'all all come together, or is she still down there with Rain and Gunloda? Because Jack's up at the top, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jack and Hal and.
okay, but somebody else saw it, right? Who else is
I
gonna
would-
make a comment?
I would definitely have noticed that.
Yeah.
I kind of turned to Gunloda as what's his name? Quill is making his way down from the top of the of his perch. I kind of look over at Gunloda and say, did you notice that?
So Quill's kind of crouched over with his bow, sort of like Hawkeye from the Avengers.
Yeah.
And he kind of rolls off onto the ground and lands, and you go over and because when you said that, I was either going to go with an Arrow reference or an Avengers reference.
Nice.
So something Marvel. Oh no, Arrow's not
One's
Marvel.
DC.
Never mind.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say. I realized my mistake. I
It's
don't need
okay.
all the comments.
Wow.
I recognized it when it happened.
So anyway, tell you what, let's take a break for like just a few minutes because that was a long battles tend to do that.
Yes.
So we will be right back.
D&D, when a week's
After
travel
these
takes 2 minutes
messages.
and 30 seconds of combat takes 2 hours. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
There you go.
Okay. And we're back from the break and the cat toys, I guess.
Nope, she was in my garbage.
Okay. So you are still in the cemetery. When we last left you all, you were in the cemetery of the church in Barovia. You had successfully interred the father. You have battled the zombies and then encountered Strahd yet again. It's the third time y'all have seen him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna go away.
Father Danovich is still on his knees over there on the field, and you guys are walking back towards the church. What do you want to do?
Jack's a little nervous right now.
Well, how are we looking? So Rain's gonna kind of pipe up and say, how's everybody doing? How are we feeling?
Well, I guess in Jack's terms. You know what? I'm a little down on my talent right now. I don't feel great. I have no spell slots left, so there you go.
Well, let's see if maybe there's maybe if the father here will let us kind of hold up, since somebody burned their house down. Maybe we should see if we can hold up here at the church for a little bit and kind of rest up and heal up.
And he says, so you talk, are you talking to the group or are you talking to Danovich?
I was talking to the group, since
Okay.
he's kind of over from us.
Yeah, he's kind of over from you
but I'm
guys.
just-
He's still kneeling in prayer, and so you.
He's also kind of getting over, his near-death experience right now.
Right.
Well,
So we
he's at about half health now because of even though he was restored, he's about at half health.
So,
I don't know. I feel
so we're
I got my bell rung pretty good. I don't know what the hell I did with that spell there, but damn, still, I ain't feeling quite myself.
So I kind of throw that out. Rain kind of throws that out to the group, and so what's the what do we think? Maybe we approach the father about that.
I could use a
Well-
nap.
Well, Ismark is right here too. So, we had two options for getting Irina to safety. We got your father taken care of. We're talking about quid pro quo. What's your call? Where do you want Irina to go?
Well,
Is father going to take us to? Could the father take us to the abbey or?
well, I don't know if he's in any kind of condition to travel, but I think my mission is clear. I've got to get Irina out of here.
All right.
I appreciate that that you all might need to rest, and I'm sure that it would probably be good to regroup and sort of strategize. And I will tell you that Barovia is not very safe at nighttime, and night is upon us. I mean, if you think about the sequence of events, you guys woke up, you left the Vistani, you hung out in the bar, you went to the house, and now you've been here. You're in the afternoon.
We do need to be kind of considerate of the evening hours and finding a safe space to
Right.
stay.
So your options are to try to find refuge within the city, or to head out of the city and find a place to camp.
I think that's a terrible idea. I think we would have better luck here at the church if we can maybe get in here. Let's go over and speak with Father Danovich.
Let's go see how he's doing. I
While,
agree.
while this is happening, Shashana is on the steps of the back of the church, praying.
Okay.
Damn it! I meant to ask her when when Rain pointed that out.
Do we really want to question her on that?
I mean, girl talk. We've done it. I confided in her, when I was talking and
Oh,
seeing
that's right.
shit.
With your dead body thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna make Rain is gonna make his way over toward the good father there.
The good father. The Godfather.
All right.
Yeah, I'm heading over there too.
Let's see.
Is Ismark and Irina there going with us, or?
Grab me. So we're gonna walk over here.
Yeah. No. So far, right now, y'all. I mean, Ismark has got a mission to get his sister to safety, and
he knows better than to travel at night.
right. He's not going to be foolhardy about it, but he's gonna be smart about it.
Okay, so excuse me, Father Danovich, don't mean to bother you in your moment, sir. Could I have a moment?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. I should have come clean. I should have been honest with you folks. A while back, there had been a mage, a sorcerer of some sort that had come through here, and he got a lot of people in the town riled up about taking on Strahd and the Ravenloft, and my son went with him. And that mage, that wizard, he, as far as I know, he's dead, but Strahd sent me my son back to torment me as a vampire spawn, and I was able to subdue him and lock him in the basement of the church under a trapdoor in his room, and I've been keeping him there, trying to find a way to bring him back. He hasn't fed since he got here, and today was the most movement I've seen out of him, and when he attacked me, I was still finding that there's hope to save him.
He did call him father.
I'm just not sure he was directing that to me.
Oh, Oh,
Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
well,
What does
I
that
am
feel
so
like?
sorry for your pain, Father. That sucks.
So
Super awkward.
I must remain here and try to keep this building as a bastion of hope for the people in this community. How can I serve you as you prepare to get this young lady? And he points to Irina to safety.
Well, sir. If I may, it is getting toward the evening hours, and as we understand here, that it is not safe to travel in this area at night. Is there any way that you could put us up here at your establishment, just to get us some rest and some extra shelter? I don't feel comfortable trying to camp in this area.
I understand, and I concur. I think it would be foolhardy. You've seen what can happen in the daylight. Imagine what it's like around here at night.
No, we do have the ability to but amongst us to set various alarms and traps in the vicinity to secure the area a little bit more.
Sure. So I can offer you refuge in the church. I would recommend that more than one of these crypts, although these crypts are certainly an option. As you can see, the church is not impervious to attack. We do get occasional visitors that in the evenings that wish to torment me. And I honestly haven't slept well in many weeks. So you're welcome to take one of the rooms in the church, or the basement might even be more to your liking. However, the trapdoor is really the only way in and out that I am aware of, and I heard it slam open, and I can tell you it was padlocked with a chain, so that door was opened not by Doru, but by Strahd and his dark ways.
Jack's
But-
gonna add.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, Jack was gonna say, oh well, if you want, you could sleep too, since you're so tired. And we can keep eye. I'll watch first.
Oh, bless.
Well, I feel bad for the guy.
And he and with that, Danovich puts his hand on Jack's shoulder and he says, "Bless you, my son. Bless you."
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Don't make this awkward, Jack.
No, I don't think Jack understood what he meant by that.
And he kind of gives you a sideways glance and kind of gives a little silent prayer for Jack.
In his soul.
I don't blame
You
him.
obviously need some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the church is yours if you would like to stay in it. You have the basement options. I'm gonna just move over to the map just so you can kind of see what the options are, and you guys can sort of describe how you want to. Don't worry about the people on the board. That's less important.
No,
Other than
knowing sort of what I know about the building, and the entrances and whatnot. We've got that one main entrance, correct?
Yeah, you've got so you've got the main entrance here.
Right.
I'm actually gonna throw it on the main screen too, just because I need to remember to do that. So the way you do that is to do it. A skill is developed by repetition, right? So you've got the main door here. All of these rooms. Actually, there's no windows in these rooms, except there are some windows in the sanctuary.
So we might want one person near the door, one person in the sanctuary.
And then if I move the map over,
Yep.
you can see that under Doru's room is the trapdoor and the stairs that lead down in the basement. And the basement is a relatively open space.
Okay.
Do we really want to go
Well,
into a
But-
whole-
well, what I was thinking is I would like to, outside the door
Mm-hmm.
of the church, I have an ability, magical tinkering,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and it allows me to imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of your choice, which would be 5-foot radius light, up to 6-second long recorded message, emits an odor or a nonverbal sound, static visual effect, including 25 words of text. You can affect a maximum of 3 objects at a time. And I'm thinking it's something that would either emit a supersonic, like high-pitched frequency that would, because we've seen all these claw marks and these different wolves and things.
Sure.
Something that would be like really high-pitched that would send them running if they were to break the plane of this object. Or maybe even a second object that would emit like a very bright light that would kind of serve as a deterrent as well, would be kind of a cool little alarm setup.
Well, I also have alarm.
Okay.
So the whistle is probably a really good idea, but I will also cast alarm. What I have to do, it has to be the area that's protected is a 20-foot radius. So we would have to pick a window or a door, or if we wanted to go downstairs, it would be that room.
The room above us.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But there's not really an escape from downstairs, so that doesn't give us an out. But I mean, honestly, from any of the rooms, you don't have much of an out either. So
No,
I think
it's-
if we trap that front door, and maybe even, make sure that it is barricaded good and solid, then we should be okay. And then, between those two things, between alarm and that high pitched thing, which I should be able to hear as well.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the way to go.
Okay.
I have a above board question. So if we stay the night there, does that count as a short rest or a long rest?
If you stay 8 hours and it's a long rest.
Okay. And then
I would prefer a long rest.
Agreed.
Yeah.
well, it has to be daylight before we can move anyways, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what the sense is that it's going to be safer to move through. Not completely safe, but safer to
Yeah.
move through during the daylight than at nighttime.
Mhm.
And then just because I'm still new to spell casting, so does the long rest reset my spell slots?
Yes.
It does.
If you're using the Beyond D&D Beyond,
Mm-hmm.
at the top where your name is, all those buttons, you just click the long rest button and it'll reset everything for you that is
gotcha.
affected by a long rest.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
then on my first level, I have 4 slots, and my second level, I have 2 slots.
Mhm.
Right?
Right. So you
Yeah.
can do 4 level 1 spells or 6,
Mm-hmm.
or you can do 2 level 1 spells or level 2 spells.
Gotcha. So then, Gunloda would love to ask if anybody needs healing.
Yes, please.
The
Well,
long
we're
rest
gonna-
will help
we're
us
gonna
heal
long
too.
rest.
Yeah, the long
Yeah.
rest will restore all the healing anyway.
All of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna be
I
nice.
was
but
down
yeah,
with
never
that.
mind.
That I will
Like I
take
said-
out of that powerful moonshine you got there.
Right?
Yeah.
I got plenty of that.
Well, I can't because I'm on first watch, but later.
So I do have another question.
Mhm.
While if we're kind of hunkering down for the night here, so I collected all these things at the house
Sure.
in an effort to make my buddy, the Steel Defender.
Right.
So I need to figure out how I need to construct that,
Okay.
like during our rest time, because that's kind of sort of, being a tinkerer, it's sort of your downtime. And
Sure. So you have a couple of options. So based on the room, the building that you're in,
right,
you could either go into the sanctuary,
uh-huh,
and do it there, or you could go down into the basement.
I will. I'll go out to the sanctuary area. I think that's.
Okay.
I think that's where I would like to.
Sure, that's fine.
To kind of go.
There's lighting in there, and I will stipulate that Danovich does not have a problem with you doing that. And just to be clear, you have so I'm clear.
Right.
Y'all have put alarms in the places that you said you were going to.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
So are we staying in the basement or are we staying upstairs?
If you
It's
want to
kinda
think about a
divided.
tactical, if you want to think about a tactical standpoint, being in the basement has only one point of entry for creatures. So how confident do we feel that we might get attacked in the middle of the night?
Or locked in there.
Or we would also possibly get locked in depending on how many come up. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation.
I will point out that the basement is underground, and you guys just watched 5 zombies climb out of the ground.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
DM's giving us sneaky hints.
Oh man, I should have thought of that.
Okay, well, so here's the thing too. If we stayed upstairs, because of the room situation, Rain put an alarm kind of thing on the front door that flashes a light, correct?
And it emits a really high-pitched
Well,
sound.
if you.
High-pitched sound.
What about the windows? Because I can put.
So that's
alarm.
That's what I was gonna say. Whoever's taking watch, be in that main room with the windows, and then that way you can still hear the front door.
Yeah.
But we should put an alarm.
So just to be
or
clear,
some kind of thing on the basement door in case things start coming up from the ground.
so just to be clear,
Oh, okay.
the only windows in here are the windows in the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
There are the 2 at the front door. Then you have this hallway. You have 4 bedrooms along here that you could choose to stay in, or you could all stay in the sanctuary and use this hallway as a choke point.
Could do that.
Well,
too.
I have another question.
Okay.
Can I cast the spell twice and put 2 alarms in?
How many?
I have 2 spell slots.
If you have 2 spell slots, you could max out your spell slots. Yes, if they're the same level.
I mean, if she maximums out before the long rest.
Yeah, you did have to do it before your long rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Where are the basement stairs?
They are
From
in
the top.
On the right.
Yeah, they're right here in the room where you heard the screaming coming from. See that trap door?
Is there a way? Oh, I see it now. Is there a way we can block off that door?
Well, it's showing on here that it's blocked.
Okay.
In reality, you heard it slam open, and the chain that was holding it down and the padlock are damaged.
Yeah.
So you
So I don't trust it.
No, it was seemed to burst by supernatural means. The door, the hole is there. The door is still on the hinges, but it's a little splintered. But you could cover up the hole or bar the door or whatever.
Well, I think barring the door seems like a good idea.
That's what I'm thinking. Bar the door.
Yeah.
If we do decide all stay in the main sanctuary, we could take one of the beds from those rooms to bar the door.
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
Cool. Look at Jack being tactical. All right. So we're going to take one of the beds from the other rooms to bar the door to the basement. We're all going to sleep in the main sanctuary. I'll take first watch.
Sounds good.
I'm going to stipulate that none of us will set off the alarm.
Ooh.
With
Smart.
the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the spell.
Not
So
even
none of us,
your
none of us, including the father, can set off the alarm.
not even the cat.
Not even the cat.
Or cat. Oh, that cat. That's right.
Meow.
Meow.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about my stupid cat.
So I will cast the spell at the. I'm going to cast the spell right here. So that will be the center for that one.
Okay.
Actually, let's see. How big is this room?
Which room?
Is that 6? Is that 6? This room is at 6.
They're all like 15 by 10, right?
So it's a 15. Yeah, it's a 15 by 10.
Yeah.
And then the sanctuary is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 25 by 60. That's a big room.
It's a
All right,
sanctuary.
It is a sanctuary.
I'm gonna cast it right. I'm gonna cast the first one right there. So
Okay.
it should have this door. It should cover this door.
Which spell is this?
The
You're
alarm.
casting it right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm casting it like right in front of that door.
Well, isn't there already an alarm on the front door?
Yes.
He put an alarm on the front door. So would it be better if we put them on the windows?
Yeah, we can do that.
So
I'll put
like,
One on
Right,
that
yeah.
side, one on the other side.
and then these 2 side windows, we just keep a good eye on them.
So
Yeah.
there's one in the middle. All right. So show me again where they are, please.
wait a minute. If that's 5, 10.
You got one here at the front door.
So if I do one right there, it should cover all 4 of those or all 3 of those windows.
How
Okay,
many-
so
how-
do corner and corner, and then Rain has his alarm on the front door.
Yep.
How big is the circle? Like that?
How big is
20
your
by it's 20 by,
radius?
It's what?
20-foot radius.
it's a 20-foot cube.
It's a cube.
Okay, so
Oh, nice.
5,
I was,
10, 15,
I was doing
20.
circles.
So realistically, it's this whole square area.
Just
If you
about.
put it, oh god, how do you do the pointer? How do you do the?
Put a push and
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's
Okay, if you put it right here, you cover this entire square.
right.
No, you don't. It's 25 by 25, and you said
it's 20 by 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So right here, you'll cover all 3 of those windows,
Correct.
and then same for the opposite side.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it as close as I can, hitting all 3 windows, but getting as outside as I can.
So there's 20 by 20. There's 20 by 20.
There it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here
Get
we go.
that.
So
Well
if
done.
you put it in this central corner here, you'll hit all 3 windows.
There you go.
Can I move that, Joe?
I don't know. Try the select and see if you can.
No.
I can't.
Where do you want it?
That'll
That'll
work.
be- that'll be fine.
That'll work.
Ah, young Padawan.
She wants
reach
it
out with your
outside the
feelings.
windows.
Yeah, I was hoping for outside the windows. That's what I was shooting.
Oh, okay. Well, I can.
It doesn't have to be far outside the window.
Like a
It's like
5-foot
one
block
space.
Like
outside
I
the
know
window.
they're
Shift
out.
one
I
to the
know
right.
they're
Yeah.
at the door.
I like that.
It hasn't moved.
It hasn't-
There it
you
is.
go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And then on the other side as well.
Chris, what's
Yep.
the radius of your alarm? Like, how
Um,
far can we hear it?
So I assume that that's how you can move it, but I want to make sure I hit all 3 of those windows.
Yeah.
But outside like that.
It doesn't specify, but as small as that place is, shouldn't be a problem.
I think realistically, though, I'm going to stay right here just so I can hear it.
Cool.
Plus, still have an eye on the whole sanctuary.
That works.
I'm going to
There you go.
approach the father.
Okay.
Just
And
watch her
offer
doing
him
all
some
this
food.
prep for nothing.
Offer him some food and ask if he could bless some water for me.
And he accepts the food willingly. He says, "Oh, thank you, my child. I see you wear the armor.
I do.
You are a holy person. You are a bright light in a dark world. I would be honored to bless some water for you."
Thank you, Father.
Hot.
Do what?
Say that.
It just said hot. That was hot.
Can we say that Jack heard that encounter and was like, "Oh, are you my sister?" Because he called you a child. Listen, Jack's not smart, and it's okay. So now
You might want to leave
He's
that
good.
one here.
Are you gonna take care of us?
No.
All right, he's coming with us.
Okay.
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 So as you and the father are ritualistically preparing the holy water, it's just the two of you. Jack is no longer in earshot.
No surprise.
I hope. No, he's
not. He's not.
but who's not in earshot is, across from where you are, like well out of earshot, is going to be Irina and Ismark. Brother and sister, he's taking care of his sister. And the father looks at them, and he looks at you, Shashana, in your armor. And he says, you're in good company with those two. But there's something I must tell you about her.
I have a feeling that I already. But please tell me.
Okay. She is not the Burgermeister's daughter. Truly. I was there when her father... Now, don't get me wrong. He is definitely her father, but not biologically. She was found in the woods, the old Sphalic woods west of here, by the Burgermeister, who adopted her and made him his daughter. I don't know if she knows this. I don't know if Ismark knows this. I'm probably the only one besides the man we put in that crypt earlier that does. But all I know is that as she's grown and matured into a woman, she has become quite the fixation for Strahd von Zarevich. And that is why I must insist that anything that you all can do to protect her and help him is paramount. I feel like she is a key to our deliverance, but it doesn't come from her sacrifice. If anything, we must avoid her sacrifice at all cost.
Thank you for the information, Father. I will.
I hope you and your friends have the stamina and the intestinal fortitude to do that. If what I saw earlier outside is any indication, my sense is you do. But you're still rough around the edges, and you have much to learn about Barovia.
Agreed. And I've only recently met them. I hope that I can trust them all.
Well, you look like you can trust your instincts and trust your faith. Don't stray from it. Look around. This is what happens when you do.
There. You eat and rest, and we will protect the property tonight. You have no worries for tonight. Please rest.
Oh, I have worries, but I will rest. Thank you.
That shit was deep.
Oh, come on. It was just a save the cheerleader, save the world speech. What do you want?
Very good, yeah.
You did it. Slow clap for you.
Nice reference.
That was good, yeah.
Nissan Versa.
You know what's really funny? That actually is a reference to a show of my lifetime, and I didn't watch it.
Wow.
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 Finally, a reference I get, and I still didn't watch it.
Well, there was only one season, really.
Of Heroes?
No, there was only one. There was only one really worth watching.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, I thought heroes had like 4 or 5.
All right. Okay, so y'all are sequestered in the church,
In the sanctuary.
in the sanctuary. The meals have been had. Let's work on the tinkering of the Rain's buddy.
Yes. All right. So I want to kind of gather out my, pull out my bag of holding and start kind of digging through. And
is this the first time that all of your mates have seen the fact that you have this bag of holding that seems to hold stuff?
No, we knew he had it.
Okay.
yeah, they knew I had it.
All right.
Oh, so some people didn't know I had
No,
it. Okay.
no.
Some did,
I'm like,
some
what
didn't.
the fuck are you pulling out of there?
Some just like start
Damn.
pulling out like all sorts of these bits that I found back at the house, out in the Smith shop out back.
What you got over there, boy? My bag. I've got a nice backpack, but damn, I cannot fit all that shit in there.
Well, I got this from my people back home in Junaluska.
That's a beautiful lake. I know it well. That's a lovely bag. How much shit can you fit in there?
Oh, you can get all. We'll be able to get all sorts of stuff in here.
That is good to know. That is good to know.
It was very important that I was able to gather the supplies that I was able to gather. So I have a few useful things in here. Yeah.
You make a lot of great useful things. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. You're level 3, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you are proficient.
Correct. With all sorts of stuff. I have smith's tools, thieves' tools, and tinker's tools. I am proficient with.
Okay.
Well, and a couple of other things that I haven't collected yet. But
See,
yeah.
we could go very blue with this, but I'm just going to let it go.
Okay. So, explain to me what you would like to try to build.
All right, so I believe he's going to be. I've got a thing of him here. Well, I don't have a picture, but I did make a note. I had some notes. I just have to figure out where it is. It is hidden in my thing. But I think he's going to be kind of a big dog-looking creature when he's done.
So it's more of a quadruped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doggish looking as much as you can get with, metal features and things. Where is that? Extras is where it is in the thing.
In the thing.
In the Beyond. There's a section called extras.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can add things in there.
Oh,
So
it's
that's
okay.
where-
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's where it landed.
Okay. All right. So the first thing is let's see if you have all the parts to build this
To-
right
to
now.
build it. Okay.
Yeah. See if you're missing anything. So
Okay.
just give me a straight D20 roll with your modifier.
Which modifier?
Let's see. Where are you on my thing in front of me here? What do you use for your tinkeries tools? What's your modifier?
Let's see if
Dexterity?
It gives me something.
Because like with thieves,
Probably that would probably be probably dexterity. I would
yeah. So
think.
I'd say what I would do is give me a roll and give me a plus. It's +3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we get here. 19.
19. Yeah. So in surveying all of the materials that you've been able to collect along the way, plus some of the things that you brought with you, natively out of your homeland. You are very confident that you have all of the pieces and you can assemble them. So that part is done.
Okay.
So you assemble them. Let's get a sense of how much it looks like a dog. Give me another roll with a dexterity, please.
Okay. That's going to be a 14 plus 3 is going to be 17.
17. Yeah. So you are able to construct the what basically right now is just a metallic looking facsimile of a doggish creature.
Make it a pug.
Not really sure why a cat would want a dog, but whatever.
Also good.
What was between that and a giant like New York sewer rat? I couldn't decide. Yes. That's really close, actually. More of lavish or shepherdish.
Okay. Ears up or down?
I'm sending that picture.
Yeah, that picture is really good. Berta's gonna send a picture over. It's kind of he'd have like lab ears.
Okay.
Do you want me to send it to just you or everybody?
I'll put it in the Discord or in the whatever. Yeah, everybody can see it. So with that roll, you have no problem, shaping it and imbuing it, if you will, or shaping it the way you want it to look. Now we have to get to the imbuing. That's what I
No,
meant to say.
you puppy.
Oh.
Same roll.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. What do you want? What is it going to do once you do this?
What do you mean?
Is it it's gonna basically become alive?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, kind of basically.
Okay, and okay.
So he's just kind of over there, like currently Rain is just kind of, he's got his goggles down and he's just kind of thinking and,
all right.
really kind of working on things. And so then finally, he kind of does this almost, magical, mystical, like electrical sort of thing that would be kind of like, blue lightning sort of out of the fingers.
Kind of like Frankenstein.
Yeah, a bit Frankensteinish, if you will.
Frankenstein.
So,
It's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yes.
Okay, so well, first of all, give me a roll with your.
Okay.
Let me just take a quick look at your stats again. I mean, Dex would be more of. What's your spell casting?
I want to say it's intelligence.
Is it
Yeah, that would make
plus
sense.
5? Yeah, so give me a plus 5 on this.
I think it's intelligence. I'd have to go back and double check the book, but
Well, I
fairly
can
certain.
check on your sheet.
I was looking to see if it actually said
It's on your
somewhere.
spell page.
Yeah, it's plus
Oh,
5. It's plus 5. It's plus 5. You're good.
Well, no, I was trying to determine if it was
Book name.
if it was intelligence was my.
Your intelligence is plus 5.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, you're plus 5.
Got it. Copy
Yeah,
that. Copy
yeah.
that.
So
All
make
right.
this roll to imbue the life into your familiar
Okay.
with a plus 5.
And that's going to be a 15 plus 5, so a 20.
Yeah. So so as you're doing this, everybody's kind of watched with various types of interest as you've built this contraption, as in it's sort of come together. It's they first were kind of looking at you the way you kind of look at inside the IKEA box when you first open it up and you're trying to figure out how is all this going to come together and be that. But as it does, it comes together, and you begin to see the shapes, and even the floppiness of the ears that are there, and the hinges. You can kind of see that there's some measure of movement. But then there's this moment where you kind of settle in front of it, and there is this sense of stillness and meditation about you that your colleagues really haven't seen or sensed from you up until this point. And then as you look up from your meditative state, not only are your eyes blue the way that your eyes can be blue, but there's an illumination blue about them. And as you are looking at the thing that you've made, the blue seems to shoot out down towards your arms, and you see the lightning come off of your fingertips as it kind of hits around the ears of the contraption of what will be the ears. And then as the lightning stops, you kind of I don't want to say you collapse, but your body kind of settles as if exhaustion, like you've just given it all you've got. And then one of the ears just sort of goes, and then slowly the contraption begins to take on a life of its own.
Yay!
Gun Lotus says, "That's pretty dang cool, Rain. Pretty dang cool. I like it."
So then I kind of turn to the group. I'm sort of still sort of dazed, and in my success here, say introduce Storm to the group.
Hey, Storm.
Aww. You're
So-
such a handsome boy.
Would you like to explain to everybody what Storm can do or can't do?
So basically, he is he's considered a steel defender, and so he's kind of like a construct familiar. So like a wizard might have a familiar or whatnot, and so he can be in the battle. He can do various things. So he has like a bite attack. He's got kind of a self-repairing mechanism about him. But yeah,
Pretty freaking cool.
yeah, they're kind of a neat little. It's sort of like K9 from Doctor Who.
Nice.
Okay, so you now have Storm as a part of your party. You and I can get together and we'll put together a little sheet so that I can either make it as an NPC. I can probably take Buddy that I did in the last campaign and copy it and make another one.
He's in my. If you go to my D&D Beyond sheet,
Uh-huh.
and like go down to the little block and click on extras.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that and we can figure out.
He's in there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he'll go with your initiative order and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yep. So that's pretty much where I got him. I got him straight from the thing.
Got it. All right.
Yep.
So
Cool.
does anybody else have anything that they would like to do before we get into the long rest portion of the evening?
I'd love to conjure something out of nothing like that, but
You could try
That's
chaos.
awesome.
You could try
that's
chaos.
pretty awesome.
You could try
It just
chaos bolt
take,
again.
Take some practice.
Yeah, that kicked ass. That was cool.
And while this is going on, I mean, Irina was watching all of this with extreme and fascination. Ismark was also looking, but he's constantly nervously looking around. He's looking from window to window to window to window, just very unnerved, but feels like he's relatively. He feels the safest he's felt in a while, but he still looks unnerved. He's still almost as if he's trying to discern, can he still trust you? You know, not can he still trust you, but can he really trust you is really what he's struggling with. Okay, so based on where everyone is in the room, are your pallets all kind of together centered, or are you kind of spread out?
I'm still right in front of that hallway.
Okay.
I'm probably going to set mine near a window.
Okay, so you're spread out. That's fine.
Yeah.
So the first watch is Jack. Is Jack alone on the first watch?
I'll watch with him.
Are y'all
that
going to
might
get
be
any
distracting.
watching done during that time?
Yeah, I was about to say that might be distracting.
Of course, Ismark's in the room, so you know.
Actually, I do.
God's always watching.
I changed my mind. I want to do a watch with Shashana because I need to girl talk with her anyways.
Okay, so
See how it is. You can't
so
go
the
talk to
first
Jack
one up
or-
is
I have it both
Jack.
ways.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of goes to their little corners. Yeah. So the first
I
watch.
should probably hang out with Jack, even if it's not.
Uh oh. That's gonna ruin girl talk.
Don't you ruin girl talk.
No,
Not me.
I can.
Oh.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
I thought that's what you were volunteering for.
No,
No,
that's
no.
fine. I can.
Yeah, me and the cat. Oh, I've got
And the
so many
dog.
questions for you.
And
And
the
a
dog.
dog. The first question's gonna be, why a dog?
Fair.
Okay. So first watch.
I do appreciate some good irony. That's fine.
Yeah. Jack doesn't get that joke, but
I just wrote down in my notes, rain makes storm.
Jack's just sitting there going, I knew a girl named Alanis and she didn't know what irony was either.
Shut
All right.
I'm sorry, just if we're talking about irony with this dog, it's just, yeah.
No.
And
No.
I know irony. Yeah.
Let's go back to the technical difficulties. Okay, moving on. Now, so Jack and Rain are on the first watch. I'm happy for you to have a conversation with one another prior to checking to see if anything happens, if you like. I'll extend that to everybody doing the watch.
Yeah.
So, no. All right. So,
So,
in that case, the first watch, comes and goes without any events.
See, I'm saying like it's gonna be great when we've set up all this stuff for nothing to happen.
don't jinx it.
Knock on wood.
Don't tell the DM. Jesus.
The DM doesn't even get to decide if something happens.
Yeah.
Well, he does, but
Yeah.
But
he's
he
not.
does.
If he was railroading you, he would, but that's not his
Yeah.
style. All the time. Anyway, so first watch comes and goes. Jack and Rain are clear. Who's up next?
Hilda.
So
Girl talk.
So we'll let the girl talk happen before we
Yeah.
determine if anything happens while they're talking.
That'd be nice. Non-interrupted girl talk would be nice.
Where are we in the room?
I would
And
assume
where
that the watch is taking place really down the hallway area where Jack was.
I'm assuming that
And you can see that there's some spare iron parts that have sort of been in a little pile where the dog had been.
gotcha.
Oh,
Like-
doggy
Like
poo.
they were pooped.
I'm
Nice,
guessing
nice.
that the Kolyanovich are on the other side of the.
Yeah,
Square.
so they're kind of Irina and Ismark are kind of over here in this corner.
Okay.
Kind of huddled and I mean, they're kind of keeping to themselves just because this is moving very quickly, and they just buried their father.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's legit.
Understandable.
All right, so go over and make myself comfortable by the door, or in the hallway.
I'll be like, girl, what's up? What was up with you earlier? Who were you talking to?
Oh, that's just Vosh.
Am I supposed to know who Vosh is?
You
Did I miss something? Did I forget?
Yeah,
I forget sometimes.
No. I just assume everybody knows because I'm from, my people. Everybody knows. So, my dear, I'm a Kalishtar. My people are bonded with the crap, my brain just died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Bosh. The quarry. My people are bonded with the quarry. I have a soul that is very, very old that lives within me, and another that is 21. I've been here before. I've been here many times. I have fought this battle before.
Girl, that is too cool. I like that.
I failed a lot of times.
Oh.
I feel like this is the time, but we have to take care of Irina.
Yeah, I'm down.
No, we have to take care of Irina.
Oh, I mean, yikes. Awkward. Okay. Well, should we tell the others?
Yes, but I don't know that she knows yet.
Hmm.
So I'm not just going to shout it out. I will speak with everyone.
That's a good plan. Well, you got me in your back.
I appreciate it.
Do we need to talk about anything else?
So,
Oh.
DM question
Sure.
for Rose for Gunloda.
Mhm.
What did you think she meant when she said you've got to take care of Irina?
Like when I first was like, okay, cool, and then she was like, no, we gotta take care of her.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
What do you think she means?
No,
kill her.
Oh.
That's what I thought you meant. That's what I thought you thought. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't.
Okay,
I,
let me
And she
rephrase
was
that then.
totally cool with it.
I know.
Like, I got your back, girl. What else?
We're gonna
Let me
shank her.
rephrase that
Fabulous.
because I wouldn't have. I'm sure that that's not how you would have reacted if you thought that we were going to kill her. My dear, if we don't keep her safe, we may not make it out of this adventure.
Oh, gotcha. Because I heard your conversation with the priest, and then I was like, what? Okay, whatever you need, girl. I got your back. I'm one of those girlfriends.
We have to take care of her.
Okay.
We have to. She is
Precious. She gonna take Strahd down, isn't she? Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Girl power. Cheers.
Okay.
All right, so that's the end of your. Well, now let's see if there's anything that happened.
Thanks for clearing that up, Joe.
No, I thought this would
I
go.
would think that. Yeah,
I thought about
would-
just letting it play out, but
No, I would have. I would think that I would have realized if she thought that I was.
yeah,
telling her
that's
that we needed to kill
why.
her. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, nothing happens during your watch.
Girl power.
I guess I'm up.
So
You and Quill.
you and Quill, sure.
Yeah. So those full elves. That's some weird shit, huh?
Dude.
I didn't get a chance to practice my my Elvish a lot, so why don't we just run some lines for a little bit?
I like it. I like it.
Some I don't know, Shakespeare von Zarevich or some such.
I had an idea about some curse words in Sylvan. Can you help me out?
Oh, absolutely.
Something's gonna happen on your one.
Those are
It's always the first thing you do when learning a new language. Ask their curse words.
Well, you have to.
I mean, it's
Those
true.
are some fucking tree roots. Okay.
That's usually how that goes. That was some crazy
Oh, yeah.
stuff going on out there in the graveyard earlier, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was a little bit odd. I blew myself up, man. Jesus.
You gotta be more careful with that stuff.
I know. Damn. I think I flipped a couple of syllables back. I I've got to, yeah.
Practice.
I got to try that.
Practicing?
Yeah, I should do that. But it's wild.
That's a good thing to do in your downtime, you know.
But it's just yeah. Gotta channel the wild. I don't know how to. I'm still. It's just woof. It's something. It's an amazing experience. I gotta say, but except when you blow yourself up, that's the shit that you really want to avoid. Gotta say.
It's risky stuff for sure. It's risky stuff.
You should probably stop blowing yourself up.
Yeah. You know? Yeah.
So,
I feel like I'm in an old
Wouldn't
movie.
be a bad suggestion.
so is this where Quill says to Hal, well, dude, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to say Axio Firebolt. God, that's the wrong Firebolt. Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Any other conversation on that?
I know. I think we're just like, that was a cool ass dog. Did you know that he's got a bag of holding?
I mean,
That's
I
pretty.
had an
That's
idea.
pretty good. Yeah. That's some good. That's some good shit.
That's good stuff. It's good
It
stuff.
is. Yeah.
Hopefully, we may run
You can
across another one of
smuggle
those.
all kinds of shit over. Yeah.
Other than people.
Oh, right. No, you wouldn't want to do that. Hard to find them again. Lost forever. That happened to my grandmother, as it turns out.
Zapped
Oh,
into another
Grandma.
plane.
Yeah. She's still there baking pies in somebody else's. I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's a whole new backstory we're gonna have to flesh out.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so I think we're just hanging out, doing the we were not doing the sort of just hanging out
Yeah.
for the
And
Nothing as deep as ours.
no, just pure comedy relief.
but it's
all
all
that.
in Elvish, and so if anybody could hear you, unless they speak Sylvan, they wouldn't.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little bonding time.
And it's funny to everybody in the room. It sounds like y'all are talking the same language, but each of you kind of notice a little bit of difference in your accents.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me, sir. I speak Elvish.
Yeah. All right. Those were 3 2-hour watches. Ismark and Irina are doing their part. They want to take a watch.
Cool.
So
Sounds good.
while they come and relieve you, and they kind of have this brother sister speak thing that they've always been doing anyhow. But it's really now you, Shashana, who would notice based on your conversation with the Father Danovich that although they seem to be very close like siblings, they don't really resemble each other. And obviously the accents between the two of them were somewhat noticeable, but this is now it's like it's been in front of you this whole time, but now you really notice. You can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nothing happens on their watch. So,
Yay.
morning comes.
And we have a long rest then?
You have a long rest, so hit points are back, spell slots are back. And it's the beginning of sunlight. Go ahead. Somebody was going to ask a question, maybe?
As we start packing up and kind of getting our stuff together,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slowly kind of make it around our group, and kind of make it a point that we need to take care of. We need to protect. We need to protect.
I gotta start on that one.
Take care of her, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
Irina Koliana sleeps with the fishes.
Yes.
But I'm gonna slowly make it around the group, and probably as we are packing up and as we start out, I would imagine.
Yeah. So Ismark says, well, he doesn't hear. You're not. Ismark and Irina do not hear this, but Ismark is the one who says, so friends, if you're, well, Irina and I, we're going to head west. We're going to head towards the Abbey at St. Markovia. I think that's our best bet for now. It'll certainly at least give her some time to get away from whatever Strahd's plans are. And we invite you to join us. I'm not asking you guys to make an oath or a pledge or anything, but I saw you guys fight out there, and I'd be honored if you'd fight along with us for a bit. I think I can trust you. I hope I can.
Well, I'm definitely in.
Yeah, me too.
I'll let the buy still.
I wouldn't mind it one bit, if you know what I'm saying.
We said we'd get your sister to safety. The first one was to get your father's body into the ground and then your sister to safety. And I think that Abbey at St. Markovia sounds like our best idea. So
No, I appreciate that.
Definitely
And when I asked you all about that in the bar, we've run into Strahd twice, and I wasn't sure how you guys were going to stand up to that. But I just feel like we're the mice to his cat right now. And I think the further we get away from him, the better for all of us.
I agree.
Kelowna says, I think he's a rude son of a biscuit eater.
You know, you have a real funny way of talking, and it lands weird on the ears, but I kind of like it.
It's kind of charming, ain't it?
All right.
She's blushing, by the way.
As well. And he has
Yeah,
this
is.
he has this look towards Gunloda that he's you can tell that he's intrigued, but he's conflicted for some reason. Okay.
I mean, we got shit to do.
I know.
Get it. It's fun though. She's the comic, not comic
She's
relief.
not comic relief.
No,
I'm
no.
the comic relief.
You're right.
Damn straight.
All right. So, it's 10:34.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a long journey ahead of you before you get an opportunity to go to anywhere that's been named, but there doesn't mean you won't have adventures on the way. So, let's go back to the map of Barovia and remind you the places you know. Oh, the places we'll go.
I was just going to say.
St. Markovia, yes, the Abbey at St. Markovia.
So you guys are here in the village of Barovia.
Okay.
And large.
So hard to do on a laptop.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm on a laptop as well, so
There is a lot you can't see.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you were to
That is
take
true.
if you were to take your maps down to about 20%, you're going to the far side of that map that you can't see right now. So there's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot to explore. But the good news is Ismark knows the way a bit. There's a main road,
To
and
the west is the direction that we're headed.
That is,
correct?
you're
yep.
gonna, you're gonna head to the west northwest. You know, there won't be a perfect due west kind of thing because
Sure.
that's down in South Carolina. But
As it is.
But I'm bummed.
And are we still on the old Svalich road?
the old Svalich Road. Yep, that is the main thoroughfare. That is like Yonge Street in Canada,
Oh,
which is
Toronto?
the Yonge Street in Toronto is the longest contiguous road in North America. Maybe not the world.
Huh?
That never, yeah. I could have that fact wrong. I'm sure that if anybody ever watches this, they will tell me where I was wrong. They will also make fun of my technology.
that means somebody's gonna watch it. Yay!
Yeah.
It's getting scary. All right. So, we are back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, yeah. Good game. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We certainly hope that Todd feels better, and we'll be back in a couple
Oh, yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I appreciate it. It was fun. I think it'll be I'll try to work out some of these bugs that we ran into to make sure that we don't run into those again. But no, it was a good game. I was glad you guys got to fight something finally and not die.
Yeah.
Only one person died, and it wasn't one of you.
Yeah.
I know. Right? And he was
Wasn't-
he was
it
killed by a
wasn't Jack.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.